I want to talk to you about the most important living person in the world. No, it is not someone famous. It is not someone wealthy. It is not someone you see on the news or in the history books. It is you. Yes, you, sitting here right now. The most important living person is the one staring back at you in the mirror. You see, the moment you realize that you are the most important person in your own life, everything changes. The moment you understand that you hold the power to shape your destiny, to create your own reality, you begin to move with purpose, with fire in your heart, and a clarity of mind. That will lead you to places you never imagined possible. The path to greatness begins with a simple truth. You must believe in yourself. No one else is going to believe in you until you believe in yourself. Your mind, your thoughts are the architects of your future. The only limits you have are the ones you place on yourself. Doubt and fear have no place in the life of a person who understands their own worth. You are powerful beyond measure, but first you must know it. The world will challenge you. It will test your resolve, but if you trust in your own ability, you will never fail. Having a vision is crucial. Without a clear, unshakable vision for your life, you are like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly from one moment to the next. What is your purpose? What is the legacy you want to leave behind? The most important person in your life will never be able to move forward until they have a clear understanding of where they want to go. A vision is your North Star, guiding you through the toughest storms. And the key to success is ensuring that your vision is big enough to pull you forward, no matter the circumstances. But a vision is just the beginning. You cannot achieve your dreams by simply thinking about them. You must take action. And I'm not talking about small, hesitant steps. I'm talking about bold, relentless action every single day. You see, success does not wait for you to be comfortable, to feel ready. Success is earned by the brave and the bold, those who take action, no matter how uncertain or difficult the path may seem. If you are to become the most important person in your life, you must become a person of action. And let me tell you something about the road to success. It will not be easy. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. But this is where the most important person rises above the rest. Persistence, resilience, and an unwavering spirit are what separate the winners from the losers. You will face challenges. You will encounter obstacles that seem impossible to overcome. But every time you rise after a fall, every time you push forward despite the odds, you grow stronger. This is how you build your power. This is how you build your legacy. If you want to be the most important person in your life, you must commit to growth. Constant, unrelenting growth. You are never truly finished. There is always more to learn, more to experience, and more to become. The person who refuses to grow will stagnate, but the person who embraces lifelong learning will continually evolve and break through barriers others cannot even see. It all begins with self-discipline. Control your thoughts, control your emotions, control your actions. The power to master your mind and your life is the most important skill you can develop. A disciplined mind is the foundation of a disciplined life. When you control yourself, you control your future. And when you control your future, you are unstoppable. Lastly, remember this. Every decision you make today will determine your tomorrow. Your choices are the stepping stones to your future, and every moment is an opportunity to decide who you are becoming. Do not wait for the world to decide for you. Be decisive. Be bold. Choose your path and walk it with confidence. For you are the most important person in your life, and your destiny is in your hands. You are the most important person. Never forget that. The world is waiting for you to step into your power. Now is the time to act. Thank you. The most powerful force in your life is not the circumstances you were born into, nor the environment around you. It is your own personal accountability. The key to unlocking your true potential lies in taking responsibility for everything in your life, every decision, every action, and every outcome. This is the first step in truly becoming the master of your fate. It's about realizing that you and you alone hold the power to shape your future. Personal accountability means recognizing that your thoughts, actions, and choices dictate where you end up. No one can change your path but you. Your success, your failures, your highs, and your lows. These are not the result of the world outside of you. They are the result of your decisions, your mindset, and your willingness to take responsibility. When you take ownership of your life, you take control of your destiny. The moment you realize this, your perspective shifts. You no longer wait for life to happen to you. You no longer blame external forces for your lack of progress. You become the driver of your own journey. Too many people live their lives in a state of blame and denial. They blame their upbringing, their environment, their lack of resources. They place the responsibility for their happiness, success, and growth on things they cannot control. The moment you stop blaming the world for your struggles and start looking within, you tap into the greatest power you possess. Because when you take responsibility, you can change anything. When you blame, you stay stuck. The difference between success and failure lies in how you view your role in your own life. Accountability is the bedrock of empowerment. Taking personal accountability also means letting go of excuses. Excuses are the chains that keep you bound to mediocrity. I don't have the right opportunities, or I don't have the resources. These are the voices of limitation that hold you back. But the most important person in your life is never bound by excuses. The most important person in your life understands that every obstacle is an opportunity to rise, to innovate, to break through. The most important person in your life understands that they have the power to create the circumstances they desire. If something is missing, they make a plan to get it. If something is broken, they fix it. If something stands in their way, they move it. When you embrace accountability, you develop the mindset of a creator, not a victim. You stop waiting for someone to hand you success, for someone to give you a break. You realize that every minute is an opportunity to create something. And when you take that power into your own hands, you stop waiting for the world to change. You change it yourself. You don't just react to life. You create it. You make decisions that are in alignment with your goals. You set intentions with clarity and act on them with conviction. You are no longer a passenger in your own life. You are the driver, the captain, and the architect of your own future. Personal accountability also extends to your ability to learn from failure. Failure is often seen as a negative experience, but in reality, it is one of the greatest teachers you can have. Most people are afraid to fail. They avoid risk, they avoid challenges because they fear failure. But failure is not the enemy. Failure is your greatest ally. It is the feedback mechanism that tells you how to adjust, how to improve, how to move forward. Those who embrace failure as part of the process grow stronger and wiser with every setback. They see failure not as a reflection of their inability, but as an opportunity to refine their strategy, to come back stronger, and to push forward with more wisdom and experience. When you are accountable, you own your failures just as much as your successes. You do not hide from them, and you do not make excuses. You face them head-on, learn from them, and use them as fuel for your next leap forward. Every successful person has failed more times than they can count. The difference is that they did not allow failure to define them. They used it as a stepping stone to greatness. The key to personal accountability is making decisions and taking action. You can talk about your goals all day long, but until you take decisive action toward them, they remain nothing but dreams. It's not enough to know what you want. You have to act on it. If you say you want success, but you're not willing to do what it takes to achieve it, then you are merely a dreamer. A person who is accountable to themselves takes action. They wake up every day with a sense of purpose, with a plan to move closer to their goal. They make choices with intention, knowing that each choice contributes to their ultimate success. You must also understand that the power of personal accountability comes from the ability to stay consistent. Success is built on small, consistent actions that compound over time. The most successful people are not necessarily the ones who take the most significant leaps. They are the ones who show up every single day, committed to their purpose, dedicated to their craft, focused on their vision. Consistency is the true measure of accountability. It is not about grand gestures or sudden breakthroughs. It is about the steady, persistent progress toward your goals. Every small action you take, every step you move forward, gets you closer to becoming the most important person in your life, the person who achieves everything they set out to do. Personal accountability also means taking responsibility for your mindset. Your mind is your greatest asset, and it is up to you to cultivate it. If you let negative thoughts dominate, you are allowing external circumstances to control your inner world. But when you take charge of your mind, you can control your reactions, your emotions, and your outcomes. The most important person in your life understands that their mindset is the foundation for everything they accomplish. They choose to focus on possibilities, on solutions, on growth. They recognize that their mindset is their power, and they guard it with the utmost care. In the end, the greatest lesson you can learn in life is that you are responsible for your success. The most important person in your life does not wait for things to happen. They make them happen. They do not wait for opportunities to come to them. They create them. They do not rely on luck. They rely on their own actions, decisions, and mindset to get them where they want to go. When you take personal accountability, you step into your power and claim the life you deserve. There are no excuses. There is no one to blame. It's all on you, and that is the most empowering truth you can ever face. The future you want is in your hands. Own it. Self-belief is the foundation of everything you will ever achieve. Without it, you will never rise to your true potential. It is the invisible force that drives you, the fire that fuels your ambition, and the conviction that propels you toward greatness. If you do not believe in yourself, no one else will. It doesn't matter how many opportunities are in front of you or how much talent you possess. If you don't have the unwavering belief that you are capable of achieving your goals, you will never fully tap into your potential. Self-belief is not something that can be handed to you. It's something that you must cultivate from within. It begins with understanding your worth, recognizing your strengths, and trusting that you have the ability to overcome any challenge life presents. No one else can give you this belief. You must develop it for yourself. You must internalize the understanding that you are worthy of success, that you are capable of achieving more than you can even imagine. Believing in yourself is not about arrogance or inflated self-worth. It's about knowing your true potential and having the courage to pursue it without hesitation or fear. Many people live their lives doubting their abilities, second-guessing every decision and action they take. They look at others and wonder why they can achieve great things while they struggle. The difference is that those who succeed have the belief in themselves to take action, to push past their fears, and to never give up. Self-belief is the fuel that drives them to keep going when others would quit. You will face obstacles in your journey, and many of them will test your confidence. The world is not always kind, and life can throw challenges at you that seem insurmountable. But self-belief is what will keep you going in those moments. It is the assurance that no matter how hard things get, you will find a way to succeed. When you believe in yourself, you approach every challenge with the mindset that you are capable of solving it. You will not be discouraged by setbacks. Instead, you will view them as opportunities to grow stronger, to adapt, and to keep moving forward. One of the most critical aspects of self-belief is the ability to silence your inner critic. That voice inside your head that tells you you're not good enough, that you can't succeed, that you'll fail. That voice is a liar. It tries to keep you stuck in fear and doubt. But self-belief is louder. It speaks with conviction, telling you that you are more than enough, that you have the strength to overcome any adversity, and that your potential is limitless. Every time you push past that inner doubt and take action, you are building more belief in yourself. There will always be people who try to bring you down, who will tell you that you can't achieve your dreams or that your ideas are unrealistic. These people are not your allies. They are projecting their own fears and insecurities onto you. But self-belief means you are not swayed by the opinions of others. You are focused on your own vision, your own goals, and your own journey. The opinions of others do not matter. The only opinion that truly matters is your own. Believing in yourself also means having the courage to step outside your comfort zone. Growth never happens when you stay in familiar territory. If you want to achieve something great, you must be willing to take risks, to face your fears, and to make decisions that feel uncomfortable. The most successful people in the world didn't become successful by playing it safe. They stepped into the unknown, they took risks, and they faced the challenges that others were too afraid to confront. But they did it because they believed in their ability to figure it out, to learn, and to adapt. When you believe in yourself, fear doesn't hold you back. It pushes you forward. Self-belief also requires you to be your own biggest cheerleader. Too many people wait for external validation before they feel worthy of success. They look for approval from others before they believe they can achieve something. But the truth is, you don't need anyone's approval to succeed. You must approve of yourself first. You must believe in your worth and your ability before anyone else does. This internal validation will propel you forward, even when no one else sees your vision. The greatest achievements in life were created by those who believed in themselves when no one else did. Another key aspect of self-belief is recognizing that you are capable of learning and growing. No one is born with all the answers or with perfect skills. Success is not about being perfect from the start. It's about being willing to learn, adapt, and improve over time. When you believe in yourself, you trust in your ability to acquire new skills, to gain knowledge, and to overcome the challenges that will come your way. You understand that failure is not the end but a lesson, a stepping stone on the path to mastery. Self-belief also means taking responsibility for your life. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the creator of your own destiny. You must take full ownership of your life and your outcomes. If something is not working, it is up to you to change it. When you take full responsibility for your life, you give yourself the power to change it. The moment you realize that you are in control is the moment your life starts to transform. You will have moments of doubt. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when you wonder if it's all worth it. But self-belief is the voice that whispers, "Keep going." It is the voice that reminds you that you are capable, that you are strong, and that you have everything you need within you to succeed. When you cultivate unwavering belief in yourself, you become unstoppable. There is nothing that can stand in your way, no challenge too great, no dream too big. You must believe in yourself not just when things are going well, but especially when times are tough. Self-belief is about trusting in your abilities, even when the world doubts you. It's about having the courage to push forward when the odds are stacked against you. The most important thing you can do is trust in yourself and take action no matter what. When you do, you will find that the power to achieve anything lies within you. Vision and purpose are the driving forces behind every great achievement. Without them, you are simply wandering through life, reacting to whatever comes your way, drifting without direction. A clear vision and a sense of purpose provide the foundation upon which your entire life is built. They are the compass that guides you through the storms, the fire that fuels your determination, and the light that illuminates the path to success. Without a vision, you will struggle to find meaning in your journey, and without purpose, your efforts will lack the power to move you toward your goals. Having a vision is the first and most crucial step toward creating a life that you desire. A vision is a mental image of your future, a blueprint of your potential. It is not just a dream or a wish. It is a clear and defined goal that you are committed to achieving. A vision gives you clarity. It enables you to focus your energy and efforts on what truly matters, filtering out distractions and keeping you aligned with your deepest aspirations. Without a vision, you are like a ship without a rudder, at the mercy of the currents, tossed and turned by the whims of fate. But when you have a vision, you are the captain of your ship, steering it with confidence and purpose toward your desired destination. A vision is more than just a list of goals. It is a vivid picture of what your life will look like when you have achieved those goals. It encompasses your dreams, your values, and the impact you want to make on the world. It is your why, the reason you wake up every day, the reason you push forward even when the journey is difficult. A powerful vision excites you, inspires you, and propels you into action. It is what keeps you going when the road gets tough, when the obstacles seem insurmountable, and when others may doubt you. Your vision is your driving force, and it is the ultimate source of motivation when the going gets hard. But a vision alone is not enough. It is the sense of purpose behind that vision that gives it meaning and power. Purpose is the deeper reason behind your vision. It is the why that gives your actions direction, and it is what makes your goals worth pursuing. Without purpose, a vision is merely an idea. It lacks the emotional fuel needed to make it a reality. Purpose is the fire that burns within you, the passion that keeps you focused, and the unwavering commitment to your vision no matter the cost. When you know your purpose, every action you take is fueled by the understanding that you are working towards something far greater than yourself. Purpose gives your life meaning. It connects you to something larger than your individual desires and aspirations. It is not about personal gain or success alone. It is about creating something that leaves a lasting impact. Your purpose gives you a reason to push beyond your limits, to rise above challenges, and to persist even when it feels impossible. When you are driven by purpose, you no longer focus solely on the obstacles in your path. Instead, you focus on the bigger picture, the lives you will touch, the legacy you will leave, and the change you will create in the world. Purpose enables you to transcend the daily grind and focus on the greater mission you are here to fulfill. Having a clear vision and purpose also provides a framework for making decisions. Every choice you make, big or small, should be in alignment with your vision and purpose. When faced with a decision, ask yourself, does this bring me closer to my vision? Does it align with my purpose? If the answer is no, then it is a distraction. When you have a strong vision and purpose, your decisions become more intentional, more aligned with your goals, and more focused on the long-term outcome. This clarity helps you stay on track and avoid the temptation to chase after things that do not serve your greater mission. In addition, a vision and purpose give you the strength to persevere through adversity. There will be times when the journey will be difficult, when you will face setbacks, disappointments, and failures. But when you have a vision that excites you and a purpose that drives you, you will find the strength to continue, even when the going gets tough. It is easy to give up when things aren't going well, but when you know why you are doing what you are doing, when you understand the impact your actions will have, you will find the motivation to keep going no matter how hard it gets. Purpose also allows you to stay focused. In a world filled with distractions, it is easy to lose sight of what truly matters. But when you are anchored in your purpose, you can cut through the noise and stay focused on what will move you closer to your vision. The world may try to pull you in different directions, but your purpose will keep you grounded, reminding you of the bigger picture and helping you stay true to your mission. The more aligned you are with your vision and purpose, the more you will be able to tune out the distractions that try to pull you off course. Your vision and purpose will also attract like-minded individuals who share your values and aspirations. When you are clear about your vision, you begin to radiate that clarity into the world. People will be drawn to your energy, your focus, and your unwavering commitment to your purpose. Your vision and purpose create a powerful force that inspires others to join you on your journey, to collaborate with you, and to help bring your vision to life. This sense of shared purpose builds momentum, creating a collective energy that propels you toward success. And the most powerful part of having a vision and purpose is the impact it can have on others. When you live your life with purpose and clarity, you become an example for others to follow. You inspire those around you to find their own vision, to pursue their own purpose, and to live with intention. The ripple effect of living a life of vision and purpose is far-reaching, influencing not just your own life, but the lives of everyone you come into contact with. You are not just creating a life for yourself, you are creating a legacy, one that will impact future generations and leave the world better than you found it. A clear vision and purpose are not mere aspirations, they are the essence of what it means to live a life of fulfillment, direction, and significance. When you align your actions with your vision, when you remain anchored in your purpose, you will find yourself moving toward a future that excites you, one that fills you with passion, purpose, and the satisfaction of knowing you are on the path to creating something truly meaningful. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. It is the single most powerful force you can harness to turn your aspirations into tangible results. Without action, your dreams remain nothing more than wishful thinking. It doesn't matter how big your goals are or how clear your vision may be. Without taking deliberate, consistent action, they will never come to fruition. Action is the difference between potential and achievement, between wishing and winning. If you want to transform your life, your career, or your destiny, you must take action, and you must take it now. Too often, people get stuck in the cycle of planning, thinking, and dreaming. They know what they want to achieve, but they hesitate to take the first step. They wait for the perfect moment, for everything to fall into place, or for the ideal circumstances to arrive. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. There is no ideal set of circumstances that will make everything easy and smooth. The key to success is not waiting for everything to align. It is about taking action, no matter how small, and trusting that the path will become clearer as you move forward. The most successful people in the world didn't wait for the right time. They took action, even when it was uncomfortable, uncertain, or challenging. Taking action is not about taking random or aimless steps. It is about being purposeful, intentional, and strategic in the actions you take. It is about recognizing that each step you take brings you closer to your goal, no matter how small that step may seem. Every decision, every movement forward, even when it feels like a setback, is part of the process of progress. When you take action, you gain momentum. You start building a foundation of results, no matter how minor. And this momentum propels you toward the larger successes you desire. Action creates progress, and progress creates confidence. The more you take action, the more you begin to see results, and the more motivated you become to keep moving forward. Another key to taking action is understanding that fear and doubt are natural parts of the process. Every time you push yourself to take action, especially in the face of uncertainty, fear will try to hold you back. Fear of failure, fear of the unknown, and fear of judgment can paralyze you into inaction. But it is essential to recognize that fear is simply a signal that you are on the right path. When you feel fear, it means you are stepping outside your comfort zone, which is exactly where growth happens. Successful people do not let fear stop them. Instead, they acknowledge it, push past it, and keep moving toward their goals. Taking action, despite the fear, is what separates those who succeed from those who remain stuck in the same place. Taking action also requires discipline and consistency. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that success will come from sporadic bursts of effort. They put in a lot of work for a short period of time and expect immediate results. But the reality is that success is built on consistent effort over time. It is about showing up every single day, putting in the work, and staying committed to your goals even when you don't see instant results. It is about creating habits that support your vision, whether it is dedicating time each day to working toward your goals, improving your skills, or taking the necessary steps to overcome challenges. Consistency is the key that unlocks sustained progress. Without it, even the most well-laid plans will falter. A critical aspect of taking action is the willingness to learn as you go. Too many people hesitate to take action because they feel they don't have all the answers or they fear making mistakes. But waiting for perfection is a surefire way to stay stuck. Perfection doesn't exist in the real world. The most successful individuals are the ones who take action despite their imperfections. They are the ones who are willing to fail, to make mistakes, and to learn from them. Every misstep is an opportunity to adjust, to improve, and to keep moving forward. The key is not to avoid mistakes, but to use them as stepping stones. When you take action and learn as you go, you become better and more capable with each step. Taking action also means embracing accountability. When you take action toward your goals, you are responsible for the results you get. This is a powerful realization. It means that your success or failure is in your hands, and you must own it. If you are not seeing the results you want, you must ask yourself if you are truly taking the necessary actions. Are you committed enough? Are you showing up consistently? Are you putting in the effort required to reach your destination? When you take full ownership of your actions and results, you gain control over your success. You stop making excuses and start looking for ways to improve. Accountability is what keeps you moving forward when you feel like quitting, and it is what ensures that you stay on track when the journey gets difficult. One of the most significant barriers to taking action is the fear of failure. Many people avoid taking risks because they fear the possibility of failure. But failure is not something to fear. It is something to embrace. Failure is simply feedback. It is a part of the process of growth and success. Every great success story is filled with failures, setbacks, and challenges. But the difference is that those who succeed use failure as a stepping stone. They take what they can learn from each failure and use it to propel themselves forward. The only true failure is never trying. The only way to guarantee failure is to sit on the sidelines and do nothing. Taking action, even in the face of potential failure, is the only way to succeed. Lastly, taking action means maintaining focus on your goals, no matter how long it takes to achieve them. Success does not happen overnight. It is a long, often challenging journey. But when you are committed to taking consistent, purposeful action, you will start to see results over time. Every small step you take adds up, and before you know it, you will have made significant progress toward your vision. Success is built on a foundation of daily action, no matter how small. Each step you take, each decision you make, and each effort you put in brings you closer to the life you want to create. Keep moving forward. Stay committed to your actions. Trust the process and the results will come. Taking action is the difference between having dreams and realizing them. It is the force that drives progress and creates momentum. If you want to change your life, if you want to achieve your goals, you must take action. Today, not tomorrow, not next week, but now. The time is always now. Success waits for no one. So take action and take it relentlessly, because the future belongs to those who are willing to take the first step, no matter how difficult it may seem. Persistence and resilience are the unshakable foundation upon which every great success is built. In life, it's not the obstacles you face that define your future, it's how you respond to them. No matter who you are or what you want to achieve, you will encounter challenges. You will face setbacks, adversity, and moments where the odds seem overwhelmingly stacked against you. But what truly matters is how you choose to rise after you fall, how you push forward after being knocked down, and how you never lose sight of your vision despite the storms that may try to throw you off course. Persistence and resilience are the qualities that transform ordinary individuals into extraordinary achievers. Persistence is the unwavering commitment to keep going, no matter how many times you are rejected, how many doors slam in your face, or how many times you stumble. It is the determination to continue taking action even when success feels distant, and the resolve to keep moving forward even when every step feels like an uphill battle. Many people start their journeys with excitement and enthusiasm, but only those who are persistent are the ones who finish strong. The road to success is never a straight path. It is full of twists, turns, and detours. But it is those who persist, who keep going when others quit, who reach the summit. Persistence is the key to breaking through barriers and achieving things that seem impossible at first. Resilience, on the other hand, is the ability to bounce back stronger after every setback. It is the mental and emotional strength to recover quickly from adversity, to shake off defeat, and to keep moving forward with even more determination than before. Life will knock you down. It will test you in ways you never imagined. But your resilience, the ability to bounce back and keep going, is what will set you apart from the rest. Resilience is the quality that ensures you don't remain broken when things go wrong. It is the strength that enables you to turn failure into fuel, to transform setbacks into comebacks, and to see every challenge as an opportunity for growth. With resilience, no defeat is permanent, no challenge is insurmountable. The truth is, failure is not the end of the road, it's simply a part of the process. You will fail. You will face rejection. You will encounter obstacles that seem too difficult to overcome. But how you respond to those failures will determine your success. It is easy to give up when things don't go as planned, but those who persist in the face of failure, who continue moving forward even when the outcome is uncertain, are the ones who ultimately find success. Every failure is a lesson. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. The most successful people are not the ones who avoid failure. They are the ones who embrace it, who use it as a stepping stone toward greater achievement. Resilience requires mental toughness. It means having the courage to keep going when the world is telling you to stop. It is the ability to dig deep within yourself, to find the strength you never thought you had, and to press on in the face of difficulty. There will be times when the weight of the journey feels too heavy to bear, when doubt creeps in and tells you that it's time to give up. But resilience is about holding firm to your belief in your vision, even when everything around you seems to be crumbling. It is about finding the will to keep pushing forward, knowing that with every setback, you are one step closer to success. Persistence is not about doing the same thing over and over again without making adjustments. It's about staying committed to your goals, but being flexible in how you achieve them. If one approach isn't working, find another. If you face a dead end, turn around and try a different route. The key is to keep moving forward, regardless of the obstacles in your way. Success is not about perfection. It is about constant effort, continuous improvement, and the willingness to keep learning from every failure. Persistence means that no matter how many times you fail, you never stop trying. It means getting back up after every fall and using the experience to refine your approach. The power of persistence lies in the ability to never quit, no matter how hard it gets. Resilience requires self-belief. You must believe that you are capable of overcoming whatever challenges come your way. When you believe in your strength, in your ability to rise after every fall, resilience becomes a natural part of your character. It is easy to give up when you don't have confidence in yourself. But when you know that you have the resilience to bounce back, no setback can hold you down for long. Your belief in yourself will carry you through the toughest times, and it will give you the courage to keep going, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Every great achievement is a result of persistent effort and resilient spirit. The most successful people are not those who have never failed, but those who have failed the most and kept going. They have learned how to face adversity with a mindset that says, this is just another obstacle to overcome. They have embraced the idea that the road to success is full of challenges, but they have chosen to see each challenge as an opportunity to prove their resilience. The key is to keep showing up, to keep putting in the work, and to keep pushing forward, no matter how many times you fall. Persistence and resilience also require patience. Success does not happen overnight. It takes time, effort, and consistent action. There will be moments when it feels like progress is slow or non-existent. You will encounter times when the rewards for your hard work seem far away. But resilience is what allows you to keep going, knowing that every small step you take is bringing you closer to your goal. With persistence and resilience, you learn to trust the process. You understand that every effort, no matter how small, is building toward something greater. Patience becomes your ally as you keep working toward your vision, trusting that your consistent effort will eventually pay off. The true test of persistence and resilience is not how you perform in moments of success, but how you respond in moments of failure. Success is easy to embrace when things are going well, but it is in the moments of adversity, when things seem impossible, that your persistence and resilience are truly tested. It is in those moments that your character is forged. And it is in those moments that you have the opportunity to prove to yourself what you are truly capable of achieving. The world may knock you down, but with persistence and resilience, you will rise stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever. In the end, persistence and resilience are the qualities that will enable you to achieve your goals, overcome obstacles, and create the life you want. They are the traits that transform ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. When you persist in the face of adversity and bounce back stronger from each failure, you unlock the power to achieve anything you set your mind to. Continuous growth is the hallmark of a successful and fulfilling life. It is not something that happens by chance. It is a deliberate, ongoing effort to evolve, improve, and expand your capabilities every single day. If you are not growing, you are stagnating. The world around you is constantly changing, and to keep up, you must commit to constant self-improvement. Growth is not something you achieve once and then forget about. It is a never-ending journey, a commitment to becoming better, more capable, and more effective in every area of your life. If you want to live a life of purpose, achievement, and fulfillment, You must embrace continuous growth as an integral part of who you are. Growth begins with a mindset of learning. The most successful individuals are those who never stop learning. They understand that knowledge is power and they seek it relentlessly. Whether it's reading books, taking courses, learning from mentors, or reflecting on their own experiences, they are always looking for ways to expand their minds. The process of growth is fueled by the constant intake of new information and insights. But learning isn't just about accumulating facts, it's about applying that knowledge to create meaningful change in your life. It's about using what you've learned to make better decisions, take smarter actions, and move closer to your goals. The key to continuous growth is not just gathering knowledge, but implementing it. Growth is not a passive process, it requires action. You can read every self-help book in the world, attend every seminar, and gather all the information you need. But without taking action, you are not growing. It is the application of knowledge that leads to real progress. Growth happens when you step outside of your comfort zone, take risks, and put into practice the lessons you've learned. Knowledge without action is simply wasted potential. Growth requires you to take what you've learned and apply it in real-world situations, testing your ideas, refining your approach, and continually improving. One of the most important aspects of continuous growth is the willingness to embrace challenges. It is easy to stay in your comfort zone, to avoid risks and difficult situations, but comfort is the enemy of growth. If you want to grow, you must be willing to step into the unknown, face uncertainty, and take on challenges that will stretch you beyond your current abilities. Growth does not happen in a predictable, easy environment. It happens when you are forced to adapt, to problem solve, and to push your boundaries. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to expand your skills, broaden your perspective, and develop new strengths. When you consistently embrace challenges, you begin to thrive in environments that others may find overwhelming. You become more adaptable, more resilient, and more capable of handling whatever comes your way. In order to grow continuously, you must also develop the ability to give and receive feedback. Feedback is a gift. It's a tool that provides you with insights into areas where you can improve, and it helps you to avoid the blind spots that can hold you back. When you open yourself up to feedback, whether it's from mentors, peers, or even self-reflection, you unlock the potential to accelerate your growth. But receiving feedback is not always easy. It requires humility, a willingness to listen, and the courage to face your weaknesses head-on. At the same time, you must be willing to give feedback to others. By sharing your insights and perspectives, you contribute to the growth of those around you, creating a culture of continuous improvement in your personal and professional life. Continuous growth also requires self-discipline and focus. It is easy to get distracted by the noise of the world or by the numerous opportunities that may come your way. But if you want to grow, you must learn to focus on what truly matters. This means setting clear goals, prioritizing your time and energy, and saying no to things that do not contribute to your growth. Discipline is the ability to stay committed to your development even when you don't feel like it. It's about taking consistent action, even when the rewards are not immediate, and trusting that your efforts will pay off over time. The most successful people are those who have mastered the art of focus and discipline. They are relentless in their pursuit of growth, and they know that every small effort compounds over time. To achieve continuous growth, you must also cultivate resilience in the face of setbacks. Growth is not a smooth, linear process. There will be obstacles, failures, and moments of doubt. But it is through these challenges that your growth is accelerated. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to learn from your mistakes, and to keep moving forward, no matter how difficult the journey may be. Resilience is about maintaining your focus and determination in the face of adversity, knowing that each failure brings you one step closer to success. The more resilient you are, the more likely you are to turn challenges into stepping stones, using them as opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. Another critical component of continuous growth is the ability to reflect and adapt. Growth does not happen automatically. It requires introspection and the ability to adapt your approach when necessary. Every experience, whether positive or negative, is an opportunity for growth. After each success or failure, take time to reflect on what you learned. What went well? What could have been done better? What will you do differently next time? Reflection allows you to gain valuable insights that will help you to adjust your approach and continue improving. By regularly assessing your progress, you ensure that you are constantly moving in the right direction and making the necessary adjustments to keep growing. A mindset of gratitude is another powerful tool for continuous growth. When you practice gratitude, you train your mind to focus on what you have rather than what you lack. This mindset shift allows you to recognize the opportunities for growth in every situation, no matter how difficult. Gratitude helps you stay motivated even when things aren't going according to plan, because it reminds you of the progress you've made and the lessons you've learned along the way. It helps you appreciate the journey rather than just focusing on the destination. With gratitude, you become more open to the lessons life has to offer, and you approach each challenge with a positive, growth-oriented mindset. Continuous growth is a lifelong commitment to improvement. It is the willingness to evolve and adapt, to keep learning, and to keep pushing yourself beyond your limits. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, no matter how long it takes. If you want to achieve greatness, you must make growth a non-negotiable part of your life. Each day is an opportunity to become better, stronger, and more capable. Embrace the journey of continuous growth, and know that with each step forward you are creating a future that is brighter, more fulfilled, and more aligned with your highest potential. Self-discipline is the single most powerful force that will determine your ability to succeed in life. It is the key that unlocks the door to every goal you've set, every dream you want to achieve, and every challenge you want to overcome. Without self-discipline, talent, intelligence, and passion will only get you so far. It is self-discipline that transforms potential into reality. It is the ability to control your impulses, emotions, and behaviors in the face of temptations and distractions, enabling you to stay focused on what really matters. In a world full of distractions, self-discipline is the muscle you need to keep your mind sharp and your actions aligned with your goals. Self-discipline is not about rigidly controlling every aspect of your life. It's not about becoming a slave to a schedule or denying yourself the joys of life. It is about having the mental fortitude to make decisions that serve your long-term goals over short-term gratification. It is about making sacrifices today for the success you want tomorrow. It means choosing what is right over what is easy, staying committed even when the initial excitement fades, and pushing through challenges with persistence. Self-discipline is the foundation of consistency, and consistency is what leads to mastery in any area of life. The path to success is not always a straight line. It is filled with temptations and distractions that can easily derail you from your goals. Self-discipline is the ability to resist the urge to deviate from your path, to say no to things that do not serve your purpose, and to remain focused when everything around you is pulling you in different directions. It is about taking control of your time and your actions, rather than letting external circumstances dictate your life. It's easy to get caught up in the moment, to indulge in temporary pleasures that feel good in the short term but leave you feeling empty in the long run. Self-discipline is the ability to choose your higher purpose over instant gratification, to prioritize what matters most and stay focused on your objectives no matter how tempting the distractions may be. One of the most difficult aspects of self-discipline is the ability to manage your emotions. Emotions are powerful forces that can either propel you forward or hold you back. They can cloud your judgment, create irrational fears, or convince you to procrastinate. But self-discipline is about mastering your emotions, not letting them control you. It's about learning how to manage stress, overcome doubt, and stay calm in the face of adversity. Emotional control is essential for maintaining focus and making rational decisions. When you develop the ability to regulate your emotions, you stop reacting impulsively and start acting with intention. You no longer let fear, anger, or frustration dictate your actions. Instead, you respond thoughtfully and strategically. Self-discipline also requires the ability to delay gratification. In a world where instant rewards are just a click away, it's easy to give in to the urge for immediate satisfaction. But success rarely comes quickly or easily. It is the result of sustained effort over time. Self-discipline is the ability to delay short-term pleasures in exchange for long-term fulfillment. It's about saying no to things that offer temporary satisfaction but do nothing to move you closer to your goals. It's about having the strength to resist distractions and focus on the work that will pay off in the future. The ability to delay gratification is a defining characteristic of highly successful people. They understand that real success comes from doing the hard work today that will lead to greater rewards tomorrow. Another aspect of self-discipline is the ability to persevere in the face of setbacks. Life is full of challenges, and things will not always go as planned. There will be times when you fail, when things don't go your way, or when the obstacles seem too great to overcome. But self-discipline is the ability to keep going despite these setbacks. It's about staying committed to your goals, even when the journey is difficult and the progress seems slow. It's about bouncing back from failure, learning from mistakes, and continuing to move forward. Resilience is a critical component of self-discipline. When you develop the mental toughness to persevere through adversity, you build the kind of strength that will carry you through the toughest challenges in life. One of the most powerful tools of self-discipline is creating habits that support your goals. Habits are the foundation of your daily routine, and they have the power to either propel you toward success or keep you stuck in mediocrity. The key to developing self-discipline is to establish positive, productive habits that align with your long-term vision. This could be anything from waking up early to read and exercise to planning your day in advance and sticking to your schedule. By consciously designing your habits, you remove the need for constant decision-making and create an environment where success becomes automatic. Once you've established habits that support your goals, you no longer need to rely on willpower alone. Your habits will carry you forward, even when your motivation wanes. In addition to building productive habits, self-discipline requires the ability to hold yourself accountable. This means taking full responsibility for your actions, results, and decisions. When you hold yourself accountable, you stop making excuses and start taking ownership of your success. You stop blaming external circumstances or other people for your failures. Instead, you look inward and ask yourself, what can I do differently? Accountability is the catalyst for improvement. It pushes you to take consistent action, to evaluate your progress, and to make adjustments when necessary. When you are accountable to yourself, you become your own greatest motivator and your own harshest critic. You hold yourself to the highest standards and strive for excellence every single day. The relationship between self-discipline and success is clear. The more disciplined you are, the greater your ability to achieve your goals. Self-discipline is not something that comes easily, but it is a skill that can be developed with consistent practice. It requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to sacrifice short-term comfort for long-term gain. Every time you choose the hard path, every time you say no to distractions and stay focused on your goals, you are strengthening your self-discipline muscle. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. And as you develop this powerful quality, you will notice that your ability to achieve success will multiply. Self-discipline is the key to unlocking your potential. It is the difference between wishing for success and actually achieving it. With self-discipline, you will accomplish things that others may only dream of. It is the foundation of greatness. When you master the art of self-discipline, there is nothing you cannot achieve. The success you seek, the life you desire, and the dreams you have are all within your reach, but only if you have the discipline to pursue them relentlessly. The power of decisions shapes the very course of your life. Every outcome you experience, every success or failure, is a direct result of the decisions you've made along the way. You are where you are today because of the choices you have made, and the future you create will be determined by the decisions you make moving forward. At any given moment, you have the power to choose your path, to decide how you will react to challenges, and to determine the direction in which your life will unfold. The power of decisions is not just about making choices. It's about making the right choices with clarity, conviction, and a sense of purpose. The decisions you make today will shape your tomorrow. Most people underestimate the impact of their daily decisions. They believe that their big, life-changing decisions are the ones that define their future. But the truth is, it's the small, seemingly insignificant choices you make every day that add up over time. Whether you choose to wake up early, put in the effort to improve your skills, or say yes to an opportunity that scares you, these decisions compound and create the life you experience. Each decision you make is a step toward your vision, and each small choice matters. The power lies not in making one monumental decision, but in making the right decisions consistently, day after day. Every decision you make is an opportunity to align your actions with your goals. Success is not a matter of luck or circumstance. It's a result of intentional choices. The key to achieving your dreams lies in making decisions that move you closer to them. Too many people live their lives in reaction to their circumstances, waiting for the perfect opportunity or a sign to act. But the truth is, the opportunity is now. The moment to decide is right in front of you. You have the power to choose your response to every situation, and it is your decisions, not your circumstances, that define the direction of your life. In moments of uncertainty, choose to act. In moments of fear, choose to be brave. Every decision is an opportunity to show the world and yourself that you are committed to the life you want to create. One of the greatest powers you possess is the ability to change your mind. Too often, people hold on to past decisions, afraid to change their course, for fear of appearing indecisive or weak. But true power comes from the ability to adapt, to learn, and to pivot when necessary. The world is constantly changing, and what may have been a good decision yesterday may no longer be the best choice today. The willingness to reassess, to change your mind, and to make a new decision is a sign of strength, not weakness. When you embrace the power of change, you open yourself up to greater possibilities and new opportunities. Don't let the fear of being wrong or the pride of sticking to your original plan keep you from making the decisions that will move you forward. The best decisions are often the ones that allow you to course correct, realign, and take a new direction when needed. Decisions are not always easy. Often they come with risks and uncertainty. But that is precisely why your decisions have power. When you make a decision, you are asserting your will over the uncertainty of life. You are choosing to move forward despite the fear, the unknown, or the obstacles in your way. The ability to make decisions in the face of uncertainty is what separates those who succeed from those who remain stuck. Too many people let fear paralyze them, waiting for perfect clarity or certainty before making a move. But success doesn't come from waiting for the perfect moment. It comes from making a decision and acting on it, even when the future is unclear. When you make a decision, you are taking control of your destiny. You are choosing to embrace the unknown and trust in your ability to figure things out as you go. Your decisions are a reflection of your values and your vision. Every choice you make communicates what you truly believe and what you want your life to stand for. If you want to live a life of purpose, you must make decisions that align with your deepest values and long-term vision. It's easy to make decisions based on short-term desires, but true fulfillment comes when your decisions are aligned with your bigger purpose. When you make decisions from a place of clarity and alignment, you'll experience a deeper sense of satisfaction and fulfillment, knowing that each choice you make is bringing you closer to your highest potential. The power of decisions is not just in the outcome, but in the act of deciding itself. When you make a decision, you commit to a course of action. You give yourself permission to move forward. The moment you decide, you gain clarity and focus. Indecision, on the other hand, keeps you stuck in a state of confusion, preventing you from taking action and moving forward. The act of deciding clears the fog and opens up the path ahead. It allows you to concentrate your energy and resources on a specific goal. The more decisively you act, the more momentum you will build and the more progress you will make. Momentum is the key to success, and it all starts with the act of making decisions. The sooner you make a decision, the sooner you can start taking action, and the sooner you will start moving toward your goals. Another important aspect of decision-making is the ability to take responsibility for the outcomes of your decisions. It is easy to blame external factors when things don't go as planned, but true personal power comes from taking full responsibility for your choices. When you take responsibility for your decisions, you empower yourself to learn from mistakes and make better choices in the future. Every decision is an opportunity to grow. Even if a decision doesn't lead to the desired outcome, it still provides valuable lessons that will inform your future choices. The key is to learn from every decision, whether it leads to success or failure, and to use that knowledge to refine your approach and make better decisions moving forward. The power of decisions extends beyond personal growth. The decisions you make also affect the people around you. Your choices influence your relationships, your career, and the way you interact with the world. When you make decisions based on your values, when you make decisions that are aligned with your purpose, you not only transform your own life, but also the lives of those around you. Your decisions set an example for others to follow. They inspire action, they build trust, and they create an environment where others are empowered to make their own decisions with confidence. In the end, the power of decisions is the power to shape your life. It is the ability to choose your path, your actions, and your future. Every moment is a decision, and every decision is an opportunity to move closer to the person you want to become. Stop waiting for things to happen. Take control and make the decision to act. The future belongs to those who make decisions with purpose, clarity, and conviction. Choose today to take control of your destiny and begin creating the life you truly desire. In conclusion, remember this: the power to shape your life is in your hands, and it all begins with the decisions you make. Every moment holds the potential for transformation. Every choice can propel you toward the future you envision. Life is not a series of random events, but a series of deliberate actions driven by the decisions you make today. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Don't hesitate in the face of uncertainty. Make the decision to act. Whether the path is clear or shrouded in doubt, the decision to move forward with purpose will always bring you closer to your goals. Your future is built on the foundation of your choices, and with each decision you make, you are carving out the life you want to lead. So take control, trust in your ability to decide, and know that with every decision, you are one step closer to your greatest potential. The power to create your reality lies within you. Choose wisely, and the world will open up before you.